time. So
All right, my name's Dave,
I'm Kristen.
and this is Accidental Nonsense episode 14. 14, I think. It's just we have no plan for this episode, so
No
that's
plan.
basically how literally there's no plan. But I do have a
We
we're
might
gonna. I
just
mean, I
Google
guess
things again.
we could Google like top news and just discuss stuff. I mean, the first Supreme Court justice, African American woman Supreme Court justice was just approved or whatever. So
Yeah,
that's breaking news.
yeah.
Bunch of apparently Republican senators walked out during the announcement or something like that.
Really, I'm kind of missing all of that.
Well, you're missing. Yeah, they kind of block that all out, don't they? I mean, maybe we should. I'm trying to work on seeing if we could get a surprise guest to pop on real quick.
Well,
We'll see.
I'm still in lockdown.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were gonna do updates on every day, and Kristen was supposed to be free, but then her lockdownage kept on keep going and going and going and going. So
Kept
we
downaging.
kind of
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
on
it
day
was
9 now. We've been tested a few more times, and people, I don't know, people are getting a bit
testy.
stir crazy. They're in testy from the testes.
Well, I will say, I think I could probably say it. I mean, that there was news over here that people are starting to just like jump the barricades and just kind of be done with it all to try to get food and stuff. So,
Some
I mean,
places, yeah.
eventually that's going to happen. I mean, that would be anywhere though.
Well, I think, I mean, I think it just shows like people here usually deal with a lot, but
Right.
yeah, it's an intense situation. Like I'm starting to have to make sure that I can get food. And my
Ration
whole
water.
community here started like a group chat to maybe try and do a bulk buy of food. Because that's actually like a reality now. Like I was thankful I finally got some more water last night.
Right.
And even yesterday in the morning, I'm like making my oats, and I was thinking I like watered down some of my milk to mix with my
You watered
oats
you watered down your milk.
to make it last, and then I'm just thinking, should I even be eating until I'm full, or just like eat until it's kind of enough in case
Yeah,
I
I
need to
mean,
make things last.
well, I mean that's
So,
you had it have it rough when you start watering. I mean, eventually you could just put water in your cereal though,
well, yeah, I can use water for my oatmeal.
so it's not
But
that.
it does I mean, like, so far I'm okay, my situation's okay, and those kind of things, like, I try and just laugh through it because at this point, like, there's nothing I can do. And
And
so
you've already cried so much, so
yeah, actually not once, so that's surprising. Maybe it'll all
you're
come
so
out eventually.
You're gonna be on a plane flight finally free, and all the
Yeah,
emotions just gonna hit you.
and people will be like,
So
"What the heck?" But
speaking of
no, I was gonna say though, it puts it into perspective because there's people who this is their everyday where they're wondering
hmm
about these things, and it's a like it's not a fun situation to be in and kind of like
right.
scary, like what could happen, but also it puts life into perspective a lot.
Well, and like you gotta look at it like here, people were getting mad because you don't go at a green light quick enough.
Right.
And
Right.
meanwhile, there's people who are literally like bike chained, locked in their house
Right.
around the
It's
world.
true.
So,
It's
so you
true.
got to think about those things.
It's true. I
So
mean, it makes you grateful for those little things like
yeah, like
walking.
the walk. I actually almost killed a lady today.
Did you?
Well, I
Were
was
you
driving
mad
on
at
the
her?
no, I was driving on the road. I was going about like probably 40 miles an hour, and there was another car coming down this way, and the car passed. And right when the car passed, this lady jumps out from behind the car to cross the street.
Oh,
I had
snap.
to slam on the brakes, and the lady's moving like, I mean, if like, oh, So for those listening, I put my hands up and I'm kind of like shaking, oh, and she kind of like scurried across the street a little bit. But yeah, I almost hit her. So I mean, that kind of puts life into perspective too. Is you never know when a car is going to hit you. So
You never know when David's gonna hit you with a car.
well, speaking of cars hitting you and stuff, what did your 15-year-old self imagine you'd be doing right now? Think back
15.
to when you were a teenager. What did you want? What did you think you were going to be doing?
I wanted to, I mean, right now, I don't know about right now, but I wanted to be. like president or like playing like
Playing.
sports
Mm.
or
So
like
president or
in the
playing
Olympics
sports?
or like
What did
playing
you want to do in the
baseball or
Olympics?
something.
Did we already talk about
Uh,
that? I mean, I don't think we
I'd
talked
probably
about
want
what
to
you would
swim.
swimmer. Yeah, I guess you did. You did. You were swimming for a little bit there
Yeah, basically
in the younger
until we
years.
moved. I'm sad that I
Right.
didn't keep up with it. I wish I kept up with it, but you know, you move and then you're sad and
Well, that's how I felt with hockey. Is like I would have probably kept up with it, but you know, it's a lot of goes into that.
yeah.
So yeah, for me, I probably what did I want to be? I'm pretty sure I wanted to be like a Secret Service guy.
Yeah, I
Like I'm pretty
remember
sure that's what I
this.
wanted to be.
Probably.
And I think for a while, like I just wanted to be like I wanted to be in the Secret Service.
You could do that still.
Could I?
I don't know.
Is there an age limit? I don't know
I
the
think you
rules.
just like fill out a form and you submit it
Like
and
here you go, guard the president or guard
yeah.
somebody, right?
They just need a
Yeah,
willing body.
they just need somebody to jump in front of a bullet, right?
Yeah.
So,
Which
but yeah,
also that's kind of a funny thing too because you got to be pretty vigilant and quick to jump in front of a bullet, right?
yeah, and you gotta like. Now I feel like I doubt I'd be like,
Like you got to
should I
know
jump in
it's
front of?
happening before
Well,
they
not even just that.
hit
Your
that
mind's got to be
trigger.
ready for it.
Yeah, everything. Because your
Because
first
I'd be
instinct isn't going to be, oh, let
no,
me
yeah,
die.
yeah. My first instinct would be like, I don't think I should. I really
Yeah.
don't think I should jump in front of the bullet.
Yeah.
So
You'd
that would
accidentally
have been a
jump the other
bad.
way.
Yeah, I'd be a bad Secret Service member. I'd be ducking. Oh shoot, we got a gun! Run!
Yeah. No.
Sorry, Mr. President. Oh shoot, you got something?
I was curious, and I mean, you said you didn't have any card games, but
Oh, I got it.
I wanted to talk about this. I was really curious what your top, let's just do top 3 card games are.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Okay,
Save your number 1 for
easy.
last.
Save my number 1 for last.
And I know I'm probably forgetting some too, but
Number 3 for me would probably be Solitaire.
okay.
I like Solitaire. You want me to just go all the way through?
Yeah, go all the way through.
All right. Number 2 would probably be Rook.
Number 2, okay.
So Solitaire, Rook, and then I guess my number 1 card game would probably be poker.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, poker's fun.
So mine would be I don't know. So if the can Mafia count as a card game? Because we always used cards
Well,
for it to pick the
yeah, I guess I mean
pieces.
if
But it's
cards
not
are a
really.
part of it.
It's
Well,
not really.
explain to the people what Mafia is.
So Mafia, the way we played it, and our sister Catherine taught it to us, and the way we played it was you would use cards and you would deal out the cards. And so what was it? If you got a jack, you were a if you got an ace, you were the mafia member. If you got like a jack, you or a regular one, you were a townsperson. And then there's what a sheriff, like a jack was a sheriff
Sheriff,
or
yeah.
something. If you were a king or something, then you were a what was the
And
other one?
there was a doctor.
Doctor. Then you're a doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
So I forget which ones we put as what, but we would do it where you dealt cards out so then people would know. And then basically everybody closes their eyes and the narrator is the one who will instruct people on what to do. So like you close your eyes and then like the mafia has to open their eyes and like pick someone to kill while everyone else isn't looking and then the doctor comes and saves someone and then
Right.
the sheriff comes and tries to accuse someone and the narrator will tell them yes or no. And then
And then
everyone
it keeps
wakes up
going
and
till
you find out who dies. It's like a whodunit thing. Um, but
so
I
that's
guess
number 3.
that would be, I don't know, that one's so fun. That would be like probably 2.
It is fun.
But I don't know if it counts as a card game, so maybe we'll leave it out. So if that doesn't
No, it
count.
counts.
All right,
If
that can
cards
count.
are involved, it
And that would
counts.
probably be number 1 because it's so fun.
Okay, so put that at your number 1 then. What is your
And
3 and 2?
then number 2 would be Rook.
Okay.
I like Rook a lot. And then number 3, I like BS. The card game
BS.
where you have to, because it involves like lying and stuff, and I just think it's kind of fun.
Okay, explain that one.
That's
I
the
forget 'em.
one where you go around and you're like, okay, I have 1, 2, and then I have 2 threes, or like uh 3 kings or whatever. And then if someone thinks you're lying when you, the goal is to get rid of all your cards. And if
Okay.
someone thinks you're lying, then they
They say
have to
BS, and then you
say
have to pick up all
yes.
the cards.
And then if you weren't lying, they have to pick up the cards. If you were lying, you have to pick up the cards.
Okay, I think I
Um,
remember that one now.
yeah, that one's a fun one. So that would probably be number 3.
All right, shoot. And if anybody's listening, you got your favorite card games, or maybe card games we've never heard of. I mean, I feel like I played a lot of card games, but share them in the chat or call us, text us, let us know
Call
what your
us.
card games are.
We
call
only
us,
take
call us.
phone calls.
That's right. We only take phone calls. So if you had to like chase storms, right?
Yeah.
Would you prefer to like chase tornadoes or like chase hurricanes? Like, what would you prefer to be in?
That's a good question. I
Very good
feel
question.
like tornadoes, I'd
Riveting.
have less of a chance of dying
Yeah, because I mean, the area is smaller
because hurricanes involve wind. I mean, tornadoes can be unpredictable, but hurricanes involve wind and rain. So you could die by something
and
hitting
yeah,
you
floods,
or by, yeah, flood.
drowning.
So again, the least likely chance of dying.
The death situation
So
would be
I really,
so you
yeah.
do tornado.
Which would you do?
I do hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of in a category 1 or a low category 1 before. So, I mean, it was like,
It
I
was higher
mean,
than that.
I can't imagine a category like 4 or 5 hurricane
Right.
and like surviving being out in it, but
Right.
it was fun. So, I would probably go with the hurricane. I don't think I'd go with, I mean, tornadoes are just like, yeah, they're unpredictable. And I feel like tornadoes can rip apart stuff more than, I mean,
Yeah.
hurricanes, a lot of the like the storm surge and the flooding and stuff. So I'd go with hurricanes. I'm gonna chase hurricanes all over the globe.
All over the globe. All right. Well, they're not everywhere.
Well, I mean, you never know. Nowadays they could be anywhere with this global warming stuff.
Oh, it's true. They're everywhere.
So yeah. So I mean, um, so Area 51.
Yes.
What do you think?
What do I think? Um, I think they should have
Remember when the
stormed
people
it.
were gonna?
I
Yeah,
was
they were
gonna
gonna
say, I
storm it
think
a
they should
while
have
back.
stormed it.
So I mean, what do you think though? I mean, you think it's like Independence Day, Will Smith? You think there's aliens there? You think it's just random like
I mean, they've got to have
base?
something there, right? Why, or else
I don't
why?
know. That's why I'm asking.
Or is it all just to be like, haha?
Do you know an Area 51 expert?
No. Maybe we
See,
could
that's what we
find
need.
one. But they're not
I
going to
think we
tell us
should.
anything.
No, they're not going to tell us anything, but maybe there's like an Area 51 conspiracy theorist that knows about all of the Area 51 stuff. So that'd be good. So
Wow.
I think there's aliens there. Well, maybe not maybe there's got to be some kind of
Wait.
like
You think they actually have aliens trapped there that they found?
alive.
Yeah.
That'd be a plot too. I don't think they're alive, but I think they're like dissecting their dead bodies.
So you think they have some there?
Maybe
You
UFOs.
you like all these things. You
I
also
love
don't believe
conspiracy
in the
theories.
moon
Did you see
landing. You think the world's
that?
flat.
I mean, hey, listen, we should probably get on. Actually, did you know there's an app for that now?
What?
There's a whole community.
For flat earthers?
The flat Earth. There's a flat Earth app.
A whole app?
It's compelling.
Bring that on here.
Set your mind free.
Do you have this
No,
app
but I don't yet.
yet? Okay.
I've seen it.
It's
I
come
didn't
across your
purchase it yet.
Facebook ads.
It's come across my thoughts to spend $4 and be a part of this community.
Wow.
But yeah, but that's a whole other thing though. We could talk about the flat Earth. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, there are some things though that are interesting about it all.
It is. Yeah, I guess. Sure.
But I mean, obviously, I mean, talk about a massive cover up though. You know, like how many people like work at NASA?
quite a bit.
Right, and they have to cover it up.
Maybe.
Maybe we don't know. I
Maybe.
mean, maybe they're lying. I mean, and then they talk about how like the nights and days and stuff can work, and how the suns rotate, and how like why can I see the moon when it's sunny out now? Like it's because of the way. It's I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, shoot, I'll never know. Here's my situation is I've never been to space. Have you been to space?
No.
So boom, we don't know. We don't know, but we're also not. We don't fact check. So I could say the Earth is flat, and
But
I don't
that's
fact check
people's same
myself.
argument for like God and stuff, so.
Well, it is, and that's their own prerogative.
But
But
you
I
feel
mean,
this way about
I
the
guess it
Earth.
goes into like if you've experienced it. I've never experienced space. I've experienced God.
But we
I've never
breathe. We
experienced
breathe.
space.
Isn't like our atmosphere kind of a part of space in a way?
That's it. See, the Earth's flat and our atmosphere is space. We're getting to the bottom of this flat Earth stuff. We're getting
Well, I've
closer and closer, solving the mystery.
I've got something new that popped up into the news.
Oh shoot, share.
Um, so something that popped up was researchers, they've rejuvenated a 53-year-old woman's skin cells so that they're equivalent to a 32 or a 23-year-old's.
So they hold up.
So like
They do what?
de-aging skin cells. They
They de-age skin
rejuvenated
cells.
her skin cells. She's 53. They rejuvenated them so they're equivalent to a 23-year-old's. And they
Interesting. So
think
they're
they can do
reversing
the
aging.
same thing with other like tissues in the body. So wouldn't that be crazy? Like what if you could do that to your like brain and heart?
Right.
So, yeah, I guess their goal is to help with like age-related diseases. But this is funny. So the
Right.
technology was built on techniques that were used to create Dolly Parton to create oops, not Dolly Parton.
They created Dolly Parton, huh?
Not Dolly Parton, but they used to
Amazing.
create that cloned sheep, Dolly. That happened like
Oh
25 years ago.
shoot.
Do you remember that?
No.
There's Dolly, they're cloned
But they
sheep.
cl-
I mean,
but they cloned a sheep
yeah, there's a sheep.
and they cloned her.
No, I think Dolly was the cloned sheep.
Dolly was the sheep clone.
Yeah.
So they cloned another sheep and
So
her
basically, we're
name
talking they're gonna try and like start keeping people alive. Like, would you want something like that to make you live like?
like a clone of me is kept alive?
Well, like no, no, no. You yourself.
Myself. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
Like, how
sure
long would you want to live for?
forever.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, I think we discussed that before.
Yeah, because we were like, oh, well, I
I
I
never want to
guess
die.
would there be a point you would want to die? You think?
No, never.
Me either.
Yeah, so yeah, I never want to die.
So what would you do? Just keep making friends, or would you just live like a solo
A lonely
life?
life? No,
Yeah.
I'd probably keep at least I'd try to make friends. I mean, I don't know. Um, so yeah, but I don't that I mean, I guess that is cool current news, I guess.
Yeah,
That's happening.
crazy,
I mean,
right?
it's happening. It's the future. There's going to be stuff. I mean, off that, I mean, did you ever hear about I don't think we've talked about this. I mean, we've talked about Elon Musk before. But have you ever
No.
heard of the Neuralink thing he's doing?
Wasn't that the thing I was talking about with the chimps?
What did you talked about chimps?
Was that Elon Musk? There was something with chimps, like they were testing chips in the
Yeah,
chimps'
maybe it's the same thing.
brain.
But so yeah, they're doing that like it's a chip that connects to the skull and into like the neurology of whatever of the brain or something. And so basically, Elon Musk described it one of the devices as like a Fitbit for your skull in your skull,
Oh, weird.
which he says could soon cure someone who's paralyzed, deafness, blindness, and other disabilities.
I don't know if I would want a chip in my skull.
I mean, have you seen how? Here, let me see if I could pull up how
Have
it
you
looks.
seen the show Severance yet?
No, I've been wanting to see it on Apple.
I just started it. Yeah, that kind of
Is it
reminded
good?
me of that. It is really good.
Let me share that.
So
Let me
basically,
share
for
that.
anyone who doesn't know, Severance, it's a TV show, and it has the guy from Parks and Rec. What's his name? Anyways, the whole plot is like when you go into work, you don't remember your outside life, and then when you come out from work, you don't remember what happened at work. So like your brain is split in two. But then on your outside life, you work at this place. You just don't know what happens. But then for the person who's like inside work, it's almost like they're at work all the time because they never go home and sleep. They don't ever remember that.
Shoot.
Yeah. What is this
I'll
though?
have to
You've
check it out.
got Neuralink.
That's supposedly what the Neuralink's supposed to look like.
It's
So it's
supposed to go
basically
in
like
your skull like a
it
surgery.
connects to your ear. Yeah, it goes into your skull, connects to like your nervous system or something like that, and it's basically a brain chip.
Would you get something like that?
No, I'd be too worried. I wouldn't want. I see because if you do that, who's saying someone can't control your thoughts then? And then it's like you get that in your skull, and then it's like I'm gonna make this person vote the way I want them to vote. I'm gonna make them do this. I'm gonna make them do
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Just never work. Be crazy. It's a whole thing. Actually, they're
Oh,
saying that. Actually, there's a conspiracy about like electric cars and why they're pushing electric cars now.
to control people?
No, yeah. So then, like, basically, if you say something wrong, like someone was talking about this, if you say something like controversial or something on like social media or something, then they could basically be like, your car is disabled for 2 weeks due to blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that'd be messed up.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That's why you got to start biking.
That's why you got to get gas power. No, no, I don't believe all that mumbo jumbo. But
But you never
we'll
know,
see.
though, right?
You never know. You
That's my
never
thing.
know.
Just with how everything has been, especially these past few years, like, you never know.
I mean, who thought the president was gonna get like kicked off of Twitter?
Right.
Not me.
Me either.
So,
We
did
would
you
have
hear that a woman she won $10 million after accidentally pushing the wrong button on a lottery machine?
No.
Could you
He's
imagine
got
that?
some good luck.
That is fantastic luck.
Wow.
I'm kind of jealous.
Me too. You
I
think she'll
wish I
come
would
on our
push the wrong button
podcast?
like that. I mean, we might have to pay her.
All right.
All right, hold
Well,
up. I'm looking to see if there's any other current news. Hold up. Yeah, we just kind of we were just throwing this podcast out just quickly. We don't even know when we're going to
we
post this
just went
podcast.
live. Well, I was looking
Right.
up some good books to read.
We should talk about. Should we talk about books?
I mean, I don't have too much to say about books, but I do have
Yeah,
some.
maybe we shouldn't talk about
I've
books.
I've had a couple. What is it called? Tell No
Look,
Lies, I think.
tell your wife you think.
Tell Your Wife. No. What was the book?
So it's a book.
Anyways, no, I think I got the name wrong. All right, this isn't working. Let's backtrack.
Okay, we're reversing then. We're not going to do the book thing.
No book thing.
No book thing. Okay, so
Scratch
the book things the book thing's canceled. The book thing's canceled. I guess well here I got something. If you had to describe yourself as a flavor, what would it be? If you had to describe yourself as a flavor? Have we done this before?
Never Let Me Go. That was the book. 2 friends have recommended that to me so
I
far.
thought we let the book thing go.
We did. It's gone.
Okay, what
A
would your flavor be?
flavor. Something good.
But
Like
what?
kind of
Okay,
kind of
so
like something sweet and salty, I think. Like a
like
chocolate covered
salted
pretzel.
caramel.
Ooh, salted caramel. Yeah, or like a chocolate covered pretzel.
So then your flavor would be chocolate.
But with
What's your
salty.
flavor? So salty chocolate.
Yeah. Salted
Okay,
caramel. I like that. Caramel. I like caramel. So salted caramel. Cuz
salted
that
caramel.
like smooth, but it's like
A twist.
you got a twist, yeah.
Smoothie twist.
Smoothie twist. And I wouldn't be anything fruity. Like I just
Like you
wouldn't.
wouldn't be like banana nut.
No.
No banana. No banana nut. I'd probably be like pecan.
What?
Like butter pecan.
That's your flavor?
I mean, look at me.
Pecan?
Look
I,
at look.
I guess
Look at
that
me.
makes sense.
I mean, if you had to pick a flavor, I mean, you'd go with butter pecan if you're looking at me, right?
I guess so, yeah.
What about now?
Maybe like a white chocolate chip.
No, maybe if it's on my head like this,
All right. Then
butter pecan,
I see kind of I see a pecan, yeah, or a cashew maybe.
a cashew, a butter cashew.
Yeah, are
It
there
has to
butter
have, but
cashews?
you gotta have butter on it.
Okay, butter cashew.
A butter cashew. You want a butter cashew?
No. I want some pizza is what I want.
You want some pizza?
I want some pizza.
I mean, I say we just keep talking. I mean, I don't even care. I don't have anywhere to be for another couple minutes, so
Let's wrap it up with one more would you
I'm not wrapping
rather.
it up. I'm gonna keep it going. We
Give the
got
people
time.
what they want.
Hold up. Hold up. You
We'll
want me to do it
do
if you had to? Is
we'll
there any
do
current news out though? Like, what's the
and
news?
I mean everything I don't
It's like
know.
just around the
I've been
world.
in my
What's
own
going on?
I've been in my own bubble this past week just with all of this going on, just trying to watch, stay sane. So,
You didn't say insane. Oh, we never talked about the Will Smith thing.
that is true. What do you think about that?
I mean,
We're late to
just
this, but we can hop on.
personally, I love it. I love it because of the excitement of it all. Although I'm definitely Team Chris. I'm on Chris Rock's side. I
Of
think. I
course.
mean, as a comedian, that there's a whole lot worse people have said,
Did we
and
not talk
nobody's.
about this?
No, I just made a joke. I just made a joke a while back about like you were asking about my wife being bald. You're also supposed to ask me what I would do for $1 million.
Oh, yeah. What would
So,
you do for $1 million today?
well, no. What I
Let's
wouldn't do
see.
for $1 million? You have to
Oh,
come up with
what
something.
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Would you not? What? That's a weird way to put the question. So for $1 million, would you not cut off your toe?
I wouldn't cut off my what?
Your big
Would
toe?
I not? For $1 million, you get $1 million
Oh, it has to
if
be
you cut your
something.
toe off.
So you get a
Like
million dollars to not cut your toe off.
no,
Is
it'd
that
be
how
you
you want
cut.
me to phrase it?
No. It's like I'm gonna cut your toe off and you get $1 million. Would you take that deal?
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. Yes,
You would?
a toe. It's a toe.
I wouldn't.
It's
I
one toe. It's not
no.
toes.
No.
So yeah, there's something else, folks. I
I
will. I
wouldn't.
would not. I wouldn't. I would cut off my toe
Let's
for
do
a
this
million
though.
dollars.
For $1 million, would you not ever see for $1 million, would you never live in a house again?
Never live in. Yeah,
Huh? All right.
I could live in like a. I could live in like an RV,
Yeah.
a
Or a
really nice
hotel.
RV. Yeah,
Okay.
or a hotel.
Yeah. I
So
do
yeah,
that too then.
that's it.
That was easy.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. But what did you think about the Will Smith thing? I mean, would you? I mean, what are you on?
I mean, obviously Chris Rock's side, and he handled it. He seemed to handle it like pretty well as you can, and still kept
Right.
going with the show and everything. So definitely Chris Rock. And I mean, somebody brought up a good point once. They were talking about how in no other situation could someone get up on a stage and smack someone like that and like not
And
be arrested
right,
or not
like I
be like
couldn't.
taken off. Like if this were like your local play or something or even local comedy club and you went up and did that, like that wouldn't be okay.
No, you'd be done.
Yeah. So,
So, I get it. I get it. There was something else too. Hold on. Else was there? There was something else going on in the world. No, I think it was
there's
just Will Smith.
no, it's just been Will Smith and obviously everything with Ukraine.
Oh, people still care about that?
It's still going on. Yeah,
No,
they
I'm just
better.
kidding.
Well, it's weird. It is weird though when
It
those
kind
things
of died down a
happen.
little bit.
It's true. It's weird when those things happen and then like slowly you start noticing like people are paying less and less attention to it. I don't think that's happening now because it's still very much like I was watching the news the other day and like that's all that's on the news. But it is weird when it's like people have a threshold for how much they care Like the
Yeah.
time length, not that they
They
don't care still, but the time
they get
length that
bored. They
they'll
get bored with it because it's just like it's still
yeah, which
going.
it's strange, right? Like I wonder why that
Right.
happens with us.
I don't know. Maybe we need a Neuralink in our fix it.
Neurolinkage. All right.
Elon Musk bought like a ton of like 9% of the shares of Twitter apparently, and he's going to be on like the board of Twitter now or something
I
like that.
saw this. I did see that.
He's freeing up social media.
Which
Hallelujah.
apparently he could easily just like buy out Twitter.
Well, maybe he will.
So
I mean,
was this
I'm a
like
big.
his okay, I won't buy you out, but I'll do this.
Mhm. I mean, I'm a big proponent on like just letting it run. Like letting. I mean, here's my thing: if somebody's going to be misinformed, then they have the right to be misinformed. You
Right.
know, like I have the right to like read something and then believe it without doing my research
Well,
if I
I,
want to,
I think so.
right?
I
Like
think
the
so.
flat Earth, I have a right
Sure.
to be misinformed,
People might think you're crazy, but that's all right.
but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so I'll do three. You can pick from three.
All right.
Want
Here
to
we
pick from
go.
three?
Wrapping it up.
All right, hold up. Picking from three. All right, so every time, so would you rather every time you fall asleep, you end up stuck in Narnia, or have a tail, or be a slug straight up, you're a slug?
Narnia.
You sure?
And I just have to get out?
No, every time you fall asleep, you're going to Narnia.
And then when I wake up, I have to find my way out of Narnia? Is that what it is?
I'm not sure the rules, but every time you fall asleep,
All right. No matter what, I'm choosing Narnia.
you
I don't want
don't
a
want to
tail. I don't
you
want to
don't
be
want
a
a tail,
slug.
but straight up you're a slug.
Straight up, I don't want to be a
It
nasty
says be
slug.
a slug, straight up you're a slug.
I've seen these slugs. I get them on my porch. I don't want that life. They're
I'd be a
slow,
tail.
they're slimy. I accidentally killed one once and it shriveled up into nothing and dry.
Yummy. I'd have a
Yeah.
tail.
You'd have a tail.
Narnia would just get annoying.
Why? All sorts of things happen there.
Have you seen the movies?
Yeah, they've
They
got like
literally
animals and
they
like ice
walk through
cream.
the cupboard, and then I guess it's a word. It's not a cupboard. They walk through the cupboard,
The
and then they're
wardrobe.
in the snow.
Yeah, but that's just one part of Narnia. I don't mind snow either, so.
I don't know. I'd do a tail. I mean, I feel like it'd get annoying and old after a while.
I mean, you could have a short tail, a little nub, a little like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can have a little nubby tail. You have like a
All
little like
right.
pit bull type of tail. Yeah, all right.
People,
So if you
people will have to
so
let
what?
us know what they think.
Yeah, people can let us know. Whatever. I don't know. This has been a fun episode. If I'll do one more. We have no
One,
time left.
one more.
All right. So you're constantly hallucinating on magic mushrooms,
Okay.
or
Is
you
that
give
it?
everyone in the group the Black Plague.
Oh.
I'm not sure what group. I think it's because it's supposed to be a game with a group of people.
Well, so just us.
Yeah, we get to, so we're either constantly hallucinating on magic mushrooms, or we give everyone in the group a Black Plague, the Black Plague. So
But
basically,
maybe nowadays it would be easy to survive from the Black Plague.
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works.
Could we be saved? I would really not like to hallucinate all the time.
Constantly. It said constantly. I'm hallucinating constantly. You're constantly hallucinating. Yeah, that'd be difficult.
I
You
think
might
I
want to
would
just.
have some pretty freaky hallucinations.
I'd feel like I'd probably end up dying though at some point because like where would you go? Like you don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah. So I'd
But
risk the Black Plague.
you'd risk the Black Plague.
Yeah, it's just us. We'll see what happens.
No, I'll hallucinate. So does that mean then if you choose that, then does that mean that I'm hallucinating while I have the Black Plague then?
Yeah, you really.
I'm really messed up.
Yeah.
I'm really messed up. Shoot. All right, hold up. Last thing of the night. Funny news. I'm just gonna Google funny news. First story that pops up. All right.
Boom.
So we're
Here
going to
we
start
go.
doing this. We're going to Google the first thing and go to Google and hit news, first article. All right, first article, April 8th. It was posted at 4 a.m. Teacher shares her elementary students' hilarious parenting advice. All right, so this is just funny news, and each episode at the end of it, we'll type in something different in the Google chat and share the first news article and comment on it. So we don't know what it's going to be. So as the saying goes, kids say the darndest things, yada yada. So basically, someone shares their parents' tips. So the kids wrote one-liners such as "Make it a fruit salad," "Give him cotton candy." One offered "Show him the sky," parenting advice. So "Show him the sky" was the best. Another weighed in. Most of these would work.
Show them the
Commentators were quick to
sky.
reply to the kids' amusing advice. The fruit salad thing would work for me. So yeah, so that's the funny news of the day. That's kind of.
Well, hopefully we get a better one next time.
Let's do one. Let's do one more. Name something. Maybe not funny, but say something. Just name something.
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans. All right. First news about jelly bean news. All right. Jelly bean news.
Here
Enter.
it comes.
You can now. Oh shoot! Here we go. This is actually all right. Here, this one's good. You can
Yeah.
now get jelly beans in flavors inspired by taco trucks.
Oh,
Yeah. So you
cool.
can get your new late night taco truck jelly beans
That's
are hitting the store shelves now. So go out and find your late
all
night
right.
taco jelly beans. So that's cool.
All
That's
right.
fun.
Nice. Just in
Shoot.
time for Easter.
Just in time for Easter. All right, that's it. That's it, folks. Go enjoy your jelly beans.
That's it.
We're gonna get a guest on tomorrow night. I'm just gonna throw somebody on the podcast, and we're gonna watch
We'll
magic
find
happen.
someone. Enjoy
Oh, we're
your
gonna find. Oh wait,
life.
tomorrow night? Are we recording two nights in a row?
We'll talk about this privately.
Okay, yeah, because we don't know when this is gonna air. All right, that's it, folks. You got anything else to say? We talked way
Nothing.
too long about basically pointless stuff. We didn't even have a plan. So
About
thank you for
nothing.
joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for experiencing everything we have to offer. If
Audio.
you want to, yes, and please, if you want to follow us, like us, subscribe us. If you would like to buy our candies, they'll be in stores on all shelves at on April 10th. So
But
thank
we
you very
don't know. We
much.
don't fact check. Is that? Can we legally say that? I don't know.
Can I can we got candy, Skittles.